You so much.
Cool. Thank you.
Well, look here, Facebook.
Is it streaming live or are you gonna?
Yes, it's on Facebook Live.
Okay, cool.
I'll tag you so it goes on yours at the same time here. There. Okay. So it should pop up on your feed.
Yeah, I think I got it.
Awesome. We even got a view.
Browser doesn't let it's too. It's a lot of loading when I do Zoom and Facebook at the same time. So
Okay.
some tech issues today, so I'm only seeing this. I'm only looking at the Zoom screen, but I saw it on my phone.
Okay. Is there any way to talk louder or turn up the volume?
Okay, so you said, is this better? Or
It's a little better. Maybe just use your outside voice.
yeah, that's fine. I thought it was okay before. Let me see what I can do. Does this sound okay, or is it still low?
It's still a little low.
Okay.
What I'll do is I'll just put my phone closer to the microphone, but you just ignore this phone in your face here.
Oh no, that's fine. I can adjust it. I just give me 1 second.
Hold on, Rufus, we're coming. Almost ready, Frank. Hold on.
Okay, how is that?
It's gonna need you to talk loud the whole way through.
So it's not okay. Let me try something. How does this sound? It looks like my volume is reaching the max.
That'll work. If you can keep the volume right where it's at right now, it'll work just great, Rachel.
Okay.
Awesome. Well, Facebook people, looky here. Philly's funniest in my book. I love Rachel Fogletto. Hi, Rachel.
So much. Hey, how's it going?
Wonderful.
Thanks.
I love your brand of comedy. You're so unique. You stand out among the crowd as smart and so unique.
I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, what's been going on? I met you. What's that?
I said, I'm glad you figured out my brand. I still haven't figured it out yet.
I met you like a year or so ago in Philly, and you were so nice to me, even sat and helped me, and I'll never forget you. And I wanted you to come on here and tell people, like, when you started, how you got into comedy. We'll kind of move from there as quickly as we can for your time.
Oh, yeah, and for everybody's time. That's I mean, I started just by going to mics and just watching what other people did and writing my jokes and working on them and still doing that even in this weird situation that we're in right now. So
Yes.
kind of finding the groove and doing performance in this capacity without an audience is it's almost like starting over again, kind of.
It is. It's like everybody's all in. Jimmy Fallon is in the same boat we're in right now. He's doing the exact same thing, trying to talk.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I look at it like it's a new skill set. So, I'm learning something, and it's something to have, as a, sure there's lots of things we can do with this, even when things
Thank you. Yeah, it's like get back to normal. Have you ever known a comic that ever was normal to get back to?
Yeah, I don't really believe in normal, so I just think we're gonna see what happens and take it from there. That's all you can do, right?
That's right. Um, so you started in comedy, I would say it's about 7 years ago. Have I got the number right?
It's something like that. It started to blur together a little bit, but yeah, probably like 7, might be close to 8. Although this feels like a standstill right now, so it's like, can you even count it if you're not on stage? I don't know.
I think you can because you work really hard at your craft, even if you're not on stage. I know when you're writing, you're performing it in your head. I know how hard your work ethic is, so I think you should count it.
Well, if you say it, then I guess I will.
Tell everybody where all you've been with your comedy. I know you started in Philly, right?
I'm still here. Right now I'm in Philly, where I am stationed. I have traveled to do comedy in, a lot of different cities. I've been traveling more in the past, I'd say, year and a half, to do comedy, and, that has come to a pause.
Yes.
But hopefully, again, like whenever we get it together, that can resume. So yeah, I'm starting to be more mobile. I don't know how to pronounce words, but
Yeah.
and definitely, again, I hope to be traveling again as soon as that's a safe possibility.
Yes. In the beginning, when you first decided to become a comedian, what was it that made you decide to do that?
I don't think I decided to be a comedian until after I was doing it for a few months. I don't think that you can really know what you're getting into until you start doing it. I think that's when you realize how much commitment is involved and how much work is involved. So I would say I don't think I decided to do it before I started. I think I just knew I wanted to do it and I wanted to try it. And then once I just made the commitment, that was how I decided, I guess, is I knew that was what I had to do, so
Yes.
that's what I did.
So, when you first got into comedy, what was your very first experience on stage like, Rachel?
I don't remember. I think I was blackout drunk. I don't really know.
So, what's the funnest thing that ever happened when you've been doing comedy?
I don't know. I have a hard time. I'm probably the worst person to interview. I probably should have told you that. I have a hard time with favorites. Like, I can't
Yeah.
wrap my brain around ultimate anything. It's hard for me to put.
Do you recall a time when a heckler was hysterically funny or something a comic said on stage cracked you up that you never expected, or something that you did that you didn't think was going to happen? Something like that?
Oh, okay. So I never think hecklers are funny. I'd say anytime I can just win over a room, especially a room that I know doesn't want to like me, but I can win them over. That's like my favorite. I say that feeling in general, and I'd say it's hard, everybody has their own relative, whatever killing is to them, and to me that's if you can just get the whole room falling out of it, just hysterical almost. That's my favorite part of comedy, when everything you do works. When something doesn't work, but you could turn it around. I'd say those are my favorite moments in comedy, because it's like when you train, if you work out, and you're just I'm never gonna get this move, but you just keep at like one day, it's not, like you're not even panting anymore. You just do it, you know. Like,
Exactly.
and that's my favorite part of comedy, when it's something that you've been working on all of a sudden works perfectly.
Uh-huh.
Because it's like, oh, it's, you're proving yourself that you can do it.
Absolutely. You have a podcast and you have something else that was on your page. You have the Leak podcast and you have Hot.
So I co-host two podcasts. I co-host the Leak podcast with Kat Mosley, who is another comedian, and I co-host Hot Mistakes, which is a podcast I more recently started towards the end of 2019 with one of my best friends since high school. She's not a comic, but she's really funny to me, and she's probably like the person who has stayed the closest to me socially throughout my whole comedy experience. So me and her have a lot of like our banter is very comfortable, and we have a lot, and we're both also very different. So I think it works because we're not, you know, we think very differently. We live two completely different lives, but we're both like women in our 30s. We're almost the same age, so it's kind of just like one thing I think that holds us together is we both are just kind of like not doing what I guess we like what people say we're supposed to do. And then the Leak podcast, which is probably almost 2 years old, which is wow. Me and Kat, that's more comedy based, so we talk about like a lot of stuff within comedy, like you know, like not necessarily politics, I hate that word, but you know, like sexism, racism, and also just other dynamics beyond comedy in the world and things like that. It kind of started with the idea that there's like this group think about how everyone should think about a certain thing, you know, in a particular comedy scene or something like that. And then most recently I started a Zoom show. So the first one's going to be this Thursday, and anybody can go to that because you just need your computer. So that's going to be 8 p.m. Eastern.
8 p.m. What day of the week? I'm sorry, I interrupted you. What day of the week?
It's Thursday. So you can just follow me. You can just click on my profile, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, my website. I've been posting about it. So yeah, come nuts. It's going to be a fun lineup, funny people. I'm letting myself get dragged into the Zoom realm, so we'll see what happens.
So
It'll be fun. We'll have fun.
So it's a show, not a mic.
It's a show. Yeah, I've never really been a fan of running mics. So,
You're very smart.
I have a general idea of what they're going to do when they and not have to deal with whatever happens from a random person. I totally have the most respect for people that run mics because you have to deal with so much.
So much.
Uncertainty.
Well, the pandemic has hit, and you were mentioning that you're working from home. Are you in a position where it would behoove you to give out your Venmo Cash App if anyone wanted to donate to you?
Yeah. Well, so I mean, I feel like there are two parts to your question. So my work is totally separate from. It's not anything comedy related. It's like
Right.
But so I'm just working remote. So the same job I had before, but I could always, work remotely. Separate from that, sure. If anyone wants to give me money, you absolutely can give me money.
Okay.
My Venmo it's literally my name. It's at Rachel-Fogletto. It's what you see on the screen. I think for whatever reason, Venmo puts a dash between your first and your last name. I'm at Rachel Fogletto on Instagram, Twitter. There's really no one else with my name. I've Googled it to find out for better or for worse. So yes, please, if you want to do that, yes, sure, give me money. Send me Facebook money. I'll never say no to money. It's like, sure.
Okay, cool. So what are you looking forward to? I know we're shut down right now and everything is in a big old limbo status, but if everything opened up today, what are you looking forward to getting back to that the most? Because you've got your 2 podcasts, you got a Zoom show, but what did you have planned that you're hoping will really come through when you get out of this?
Oh, performing live again. I hate this.
It's terrible.
I absolutely hate it with all my heart. I don't like that I can't make real eye contact with people. It's something that's been bothering me about the Zoom. It's like to look at you or look like I'm looking at you. I have to look at myself. That drives me crazy. I like pheromones. I like to feel people. I miss crowds. I hate being inside. So I can't wait. I mean, I know it's gonna be so, you know, like we're gonna have to do that very slowly, and I get that. But that's performing live. It's traveling to perform. Being around people. I hate talking to people, but I like to be around them. It's a weird.
Well, you know, you're one of the most sincere, kindest, most authentic people I met in Philly. And I'll never forget meeting you. And you're hysterical when you have a real live crowd in front of you. You're just hysterical, Rachel.
Thank you. I really appreciate you saying that.
And it's really, really smart comedy. I mean, if you're stoned or you're drunk and you can't click with Rachel Fogletto, you just stay yourself at home because she's smart. I love smart comedy.
Well, you can sit yourself at home and still see me. Yeah, you can. So.
I'm going to tune in. I'm going to tune into your show, and I'm going to ask other people to, because I think you're also hysterical when my alarm goes off during the middle of this.
Hey, we're all learning. We're in this together, as they say.
Do you plan on coming to Vegas? Because I'm in Vegas now.
I know, I saw that. I didn't realize. I think you were in New York the last time.
I know.
To you, so that's cool. I mean, I'd love to. I've never done comedy in Vegas, so.
It's so fun here.
Comes, I would go.
You'd be really good.
Nice booking in Vegas.
There's a show called The Dirty at 12:30 at South Point Casino, and you'd be so good on that show because you have smart comedy and it's edgy and smart. You know, that crowd would go.
No, I feel like 12:30 p.m. dirty crowds don't want smart. I don't know.
You'd be surprised. They don't, you know, you'd be the only one on there. It's a gamble, but they're not getting a lot of smart. But you can walk that fine line between a little bit on the edgy side and a lot on the smart. And I think that it would go over really well. But that's up to me.
Yeah, no, I'll do it. Yeah, no, I mean, it's always a gamble, right? You never know.
Yeah.
What's going to happen. That's why I like comedy too. You never know. You can't predict the crowd until you're in front of them.
I've seen you walk in and you're so meek and you don't, you know, like you just come in very unassuming, but when you hit the stage, you just take over the stage. And there's something about you that people do. They just fall in love with you must have a bunch of fans because by the time you get done with your set, you have turned a room that's sphincters are tight before you go on and you turn them around.
Yeah, I do like to loosen the sphincters. It is a goal of mine. So, yeah.
I've seen you do it. I'm a fan.
Yeah, I mean, and you know, figuring out how to do it in this capacity is, you know, I figured invite people into the Zoom room to hear people laughing, so you actually get that.
Yes.
Feeling, you know, it's so hard to get from streaming. Even though streaming is good for this, you know, like because like we're engaging with each other.
Yes.
But that engagement with the crowd, so I'm looking forward to that and all of the it's funny. So I know it's going to be a good time.
Yes. Well, I hope you get out here to Vegas. It'll probably be a year before I get back out to the East Coast, and I want to promote your show and your 2 podcasts and your Venmo. I'll get it on there and check for the accuracy of it, if you will, Rachel. And I'll tag you. And then if you wouldn't mind sharing it to your people, the video, I would so appreciate it, Rachel.
Yeah. I'll go on and once we close out, I'll go on and I'll type the information in too. I can do
Oh, wonderful. That'd be so great. Thank you, Rachel. Rachel Fogletto from Philadelphia. I love your comedy and I love you. Thank you for everything you've ever done for me. You've done a lot.
All right. Thanks so much, Linda. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. She's so special. I love her so much. I was in Philadelphia and I needed somebody to help me with my comedy and I was new there. And she sat and she let me buy her a cup of coffee to help me for like a couple 3 hours. So I love her so much. That was fun. Okay, thanks for watching, you guys. Love you.